They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your comes in. He 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 comes. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. So crazy. They're coming all over the place. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy. They're coming all over the place. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
That was an opinion of somebody.
Unbelievable. They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal stand when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in your grandmother year.
In
father, your mother,
in
your
my
brother,
office,
your
in
cousins.
Philadelphia.
They come in.
That's where they should be.
So easily, so crazy. So
In person,
everybody
in my
comes
office,
in your grandmother
in
year.
Philadelphia.
Everybody comes in your
In
grandmother
person,
year.
in my
Everybody
office,
comes
in
in your
Philadelphia.
grandmother
In
year.
person,
Everybody
in my
comes
office,
in your
in
grandmother year.
Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal stand when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, is in big trouble.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know this. You know this.
I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. And I parked my car outside the gate and look at it. So I learned about roaches. I was waiting for you. Jumping on my lap. 3 guys jumping on my lap. Kids jumping on my lap. Not a joke. On my lap. There's a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse. The only white guy, and he did all the bulls. Jumping on my lap. He was a mechanic. Kids jumping on my lap. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where mechanics, where jumping on my lap. The builder is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went
Running
across
against the worst candidate.
And he cut off the 6-foot length of chain. He pulled up and said, you walk out with that chain.
Imagine if I lose
and you walk this far and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head.
In the history of
I said, you're kidding me. He said, no, if you don't come back. He was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you. Esther Williams, I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said,
everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw pepper.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
$7 million for reef fish management. $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. Because my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me. I think it's everybody else. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy. Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened with it.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
I admit to always improving.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before. Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield.
Hello? Hello? Holy crap. This is the first time I've used my voice to speak today, and I just realized that I sound. What's poppin', everyone? How's everyone doing today? Today is another day. Today is March 9th, 2021. I think, at least according to my calendar. It's March 9th, I think. So it could maybe not be March 9th. It could be anything. But yeah, so I decided, because whatever, I decided to, smoke a lot of tobacco, which is my favorite smoking product, before the stream started. And I've got some tobacco-infused covfefe. It's been a while since I've done an above it all while inebriated, so I figured, why not? What could possibly go wrong? So we got a show today. We've got a show, and it's, you can watch it. It's a broadcast. You could watch the broadcast on YouTube or other platforms. If I do that. But yeah, so this is a videographic experience. You could be watching it live. You could be watching it pre-recorded. You could be watching it. I guess those are the only options, really. But you could be watching it. You could be doing a lot of other things as well. So hopefully everyone's having a good day. I would like to start the day off. I would like to open this segment. This is the most important breaking news, folks. Breaking news, folks. All right, so are you ready? Because I don't think you're ready. I'm pretty sure. Like, on a scale from, 0 to, 6, I think you're, a 4. So, here's Joe Biden forgetting the name of his Secretary of Defense. Let's watch.
So I want to thank you both, and I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's...
The guy that runs that outfit over there?
I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's done to try to implement what we've just talked about, and for recommending these two women for promotion. I love the slow zoom in. Well,
let's talk about... I'm going to watch this over again. But, look, you can see the slow zoom in. What is that? You see that, right? What are they doing? It's fine right here. And then, they start zooming in. And then whoever's, in the production studio, whatever, right? Whoever's in there is whoa, why are you zooming in? Let's go to the other camera, right? And then they zoom back out. Okay, so so my mouse cursor fits in here one time. Now, when we go back out, oh shit, they're even more zoomed in. Okay, so look at that. All right, let's watch this.
So I want to thank you both, and I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's done to try to implement what we've just talked about, and for recommending these two women for promotion. Thank you all. May God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.
Dumb people, liberal people can...
What is this? What is happening? Okay, he's just talking. Is that it? Why are they... What is that? Anyway, so that's Joe Biden. According to reports, not knowing who the Secretary of Defense is. Now, it's possible that he just forgot the title, and this is how he refers to everyone. I don't watch all of Biden's speeches. I'm not a liberal, but, it's possible that he never refers to people by name and just refers to them by their cabinet position. That's totally possible. I feel like that's unlikely, and that's just what I have to say on that. So, I feel like it's unlikely. There's a likelihood factor that it is unlikely to occur at this current moment. So that is all as far as Biden is concerned. As far as Biden is concerned. Why am I mocking this? He does a great job. Oh my God, Bodan. He does a great... I mean, I will admit, when you forget the name of your cabinet secretary, and you have to say the guy that runs that outfit over there, I mean, you know, a pretty decent backup. Sometimes I forget things, and then, you know, I'm thinking, how do I recover from this without publicly embarrassing myself? And then my answer is usually, oh, I won't. I'll just publicly embarrass myself, because that's way more fun. But, you know. Who cares? I care. I'm gonna get some views off of this fucking video. It's been a while since Joe Biden made a misspeak, and then I get to make a video that's gonna get like a bunch of angry Trump boomers to give me money. Come on, y'all. I'm running an outfit over here. We're all people. It's okay, Bodan. I understand. Anyway, what else do we got here? We got some shite. We got some shite, folks. Let's see. So Joe Biden is not just your fun little grandpa or your uncle or whatever, like weird parasocial kind of relationship you want to have with him. Joe Biden's also a freak. And when I say he's a freak, I mean I'm going to watch a CBS News report on... Well, you know, a couple months ago, I was told that these were kids in cages. But now I've learned, CBS has learned that the number of unaccompanied migrant children, so before there were kids in cages, as you can see, this is not a child in a cage. This is an unaccompanied migrant child. So just so we all understand, there's no cage here. There's no children sleeping in Reynolds Wrap. No, no, no. Let's watch.
Now to some breaking news from the southern border. A record number of migrant children are in Border Patrol custody, and shelter beds are scarce, raising fears of a new crisis at the border. The growing number of unaccompanied minors has raised alarm bells in the Biden administration. We get more now from CBS's Maria Villarreal.
CBS News tonight has learned there are more than 3,200 unaccompanied migrant children in Customs and Border Protection custody, a total that has nearly tripled in the last 2 weeks.
Motherfucker, how are you gonna show this fucking B-roll and say unaccompanied migrant children? Just
tonight has learned there are more than 3,200 unaccompanied migrant children in.
How are you going to show this on the B-roll? Well, the commentary says unaccompanied migrant children. Like, motherfucker, like, this is the...
Yeah. CBS News tonight has learned there are more than 3,200 unaccompanied migrant children in Customs and Border Protection custody, a total that has nearly tripled in the last 2 weeks. Government data obtained by CBS News also shows U.S. shelters received more than 7,000 migrant children last month, with another 1,500 new arrivals in the first 4 days of March alone, posing a huge challenge for the new Biden administration. This massive influx is further straining a system already near capacity. The government has been forced to reopen shelters for minors in places like Homestead, Florida, and Carrizo Springs, Texas.
There's a pandemic
Homeland
going on.
Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas and White House Domestic Policy Advisor Susan Rice were at the border over the weekend to survey facilities for minors. Among those held, 15-year-old Jacqueline, who was reunited with her mother Miriam in Los Angeles today after 3 weeks in a government facility. Her mother, who has a work permit, crossed into the U.S. more than 3 years ago. I'm very happy and emotional, she said, because I can finally have her with me, and I'm so thankful to God she's okay. Jacqueline told us she was cold while being held by Border Patrol with a blanket made of foil.
Every day there were more and more kids that were coming to the border by themselves.
For now, these children are being held in facilities that are managed by Customs and Border Protection, but they are meant for adults. We know that several federal agencies right now are working together on this issue. And late this afternoon, CBS News...
Yeah, they're working together on the issue, and that's the goddamn problem. Like, what?
Statement from the Office of Refugee and Resettlement that says, in part, they are looking at several options for long-term and short-term solutions that will help safely take care of these children. Nora?
Yeah, we're gonna safely take care of these children. They're sleeping in motherfucking foil, like that you would buy at the grocery store in a cage. Yeah, they're very safe. Again, unaccompanied migrant children. Has anyone else noticed that? Like, did anyone else... Okay, so you may, like, maybe during the 2018 midterms, right, have remembered Kamala Harris, for example, and all these other Congress people in the Democratic Party talking about the kids in cages at the border. In fact, the kids in cages at the border was such a wedge issue between Democrats and Republicans that Trump actually started to ramp it down a little bit. Not nearly enough, but a little bit. And then as soon as Biden takes office, ICE goes rogue, ignores his executive orders, judges are striking down his executive orders, and then they're just fucking doing this kind of shit. They're ramping it up! Like, and then, again, do you see masks anywhere? Look, when they had these, like, little lunch table things. Do you see masks anywhere? At the lunch table? Anywhere? No! So they're bringing in unaccompanied migrant children, right, into these detention facilities, right? Totally not kids in cages and concentration camps. No, no, no. These are not concentration camps. Bro, they're detention facilities. These aren't kids in cages, man. These are unaccompanied migrant children. There's not a pandemic going on, right? Let's just go eat lunch at the lunch table. What the fuck? I mean, seriously, man. This is some, like, real, like, genuinely fucked up bullshit. Remember, Joe Biden literally ran on common sense immigration policy. Well, I guess this is what he meant by common sense. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, that's that. Oh man, that was disgusting. Alright, folks. What else do we got here? Max the dog is shaking the bed because he is scratching himself. Wow, that freaking dog. Let's read this article from the New York Times. This was popping in. This was one of those things that was paid to trend on Twitter for like 18 hours, but it actually seems interesting, so I bookmarked that shit. Woo! I think Joe Biden does not know about this. Bodan, please stop it, dude. Yeah, he just doesn't know. He just, yep. You know that thing he ran on for 2 years that he signed executive orders about? Yeah, he just doesn't know. He just forgot. So yeah, sure. I signed executive orders, and then as soon as I did, I just forgot to see what happened. You know, he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Just no idea. Alright, folks. So here is an article from the New York Times entitled, "The Officers Danced at a Black Lives Matter Rally, Then They Stormed the Capitol." So I like this little thing where they've got like the photo up here with the car. I really don't know what's going on there. But anyway, so let's read. This seems like it's an interesting one. I saw a lot of discourse on Twitter about this, so let's give it a go. Rocky Mount, VA. One sunny day last spring, Bridget Craighead was dancing the electric slide with 3 police officers in the grass next to the farmers market. It was the first Black Lives Matter protest this rural Virginia county had ever had, and Miss Craighead, a 29-year-old hairdresser, had organized it. Do you remember back in the summer when I was telling all you motherfuckers, don't dance with cops? Don't kneel with the police. Why would you do that? What are you doing? You are, okay, so again, and you know, this is my perspective back in the summer, this is my perspective now, okay? When you go to a Black Lives Matter protest and give the police positive propaganda coverage, you know what they're gonna do? They're going to play it on television fucking forever, right? Literally, they still play footage of them dancing with Black Lives Matter protesters, right? And then they're going to play that footage whenever they get in trouble for shooting and killing someone. They're going to say, oh, but we danced. Oh, but we knelt. Oh, we knelt. When you protest against the police, you don't give them free photo ops. So I'm just saying, you just don't fucking do it. She had not known what to expect. But when the officers arrived, they were friendly. They held her signs high and stood next to her, smiling. Later, an officer brought pizzas and McDonald's Happy Meals. What the fuck? They even politely ignored her cousin's expired license plate. Oh! They politely ignored. What the fuck? This, she thought, was the best of America. Jesus Christ, come on now. Police officers and Black Lives Matter activists laughing and dancing together. They were proving that, in some small way, their southern city with its painful past was changing. They had gotten beyond the racist ways of older people. This had made her feel proud. In a photograph from that day, Sergeant Thomas Robertson is smiling, and Miss Craighead is standing behind him, her face tilted toward the sun, and her fist held high. She did not see the officers around Rocky Mountain much after that, but in early January, someone sent her a photograph. Oh, Jesus. It showed Officer Jacob Fracker and Sergeant Robertson posing inside the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, the day the building was stormed by Donald J. Trump's most fervent supporters. At first, she did not believe it. Not her officers, but there they were, Officer Fracker giving the camera his middle finger. She confronted them on Facebook, and they did not deny it. On the contrary, they were proud. Again, never, this should be a lesson to everybody, never give the cops positive propaganda, especially a fucking sergeant. How do you think they became a sergeant? Because they know how to play the fucking game. They know how to manipulate the media. They know how to cover things up. You don't get promoted in a southern police station, precinct or whatever, right, without knowing how to play the game, without knowing how to cover up crimes, without knowing how to be good around people. You don't understand, okay? Clearly they don't, and I hope that they do now. Never trust a cop. There's a reason why cops can lie to you. They will lie about everything. Literally everything. Anyway, let's keep reading. What came next happened fast. The officers were arrested, their homes searched, and their guns confiscated. Residents yelled at one another outside the municipal building while the town council was inside debating the officers' jobs. Miss Craighead and her hair salon received threatening emails and Facebook messages. The officers did too. Everybody, it seemed, was angry. From the best of America to the worst of America, that was Franklin County over the past year. But what happens now? No. This is fake news. I'm sorry. I gotta put my foot down. It was never the best of America, motherfucker. Right? Like, when someone lies and does a photo app to get, like, good press coverage, right? Because they don't want to, like, look bad in the media for whatever, right? That's not the best of America. That's called they lied to you, dumbass. That's what that's called. Anyway. From the best of America to the worst of America, that was Franklin County over the past year. But what happens now? Mr. Fracker, 29, and Mr. Robertson, 48, both veterans, one who served in Afghanistan, the other in Iraq, say they did not participate in any of the violence that happened on the Capitol that day, when scores of people were hurt and 5 lost their lives. The charges they face, disorderly conduct and disrupting the proceedings of Congress, are nonviolent and less serious than those facing people accused of assaulting police officers. They went to Washington to express their views, and they say they went to war so Miss Craighead would be able to I'm sorry. Okay, so these motherfuckers went to war so that a Black Lives Matter activist could dance with her and get a free Happy Meal. Again, these people know what they're doing, and New York Times has fallen for it. I can protest for what I believe in and still support your protest for what you believe in, Mr. Fracker wrote on Facebook after the riot, adding, after all, I fought for your right to do it. The arrests of Mr. Fracker and Mr. Robertson, who both declined to speak for this article, they declined to speak for the article, and the article is still giving them a puff piece, have divided the county at the base of Blue Ridge Mountains. Their supporters say the violence of the riot was wrong, but that the sentiment of the rally that day protesting an election that many believe wrongly was stolen was honorable. This is the lost cause narrative in real time, folks. And this is a long-ass article. I don't think I'm going to read this whole thing. But anyway, yeah, that's one hell of a fucking puff piece. I'm not going to read the rest of it. First of all, imagine your name is Fracker. Like, what the hell? And second of all, why would you pose with a cop? Like, seriously, I hope that the protesters last summer that did photo ops with the police, I hope they learned their lesson. I really do. Because cops aren't your friend, not your brother, not your uncle, not your aunt, not your sister, not your mom. They're not your friends. They're your enemies. If they wanted to be your friends, they would quit the fucking force. That's the only option. I'm sorry. But anyway, this is why you should never give positive press to a cop ever. Even if they're just doing their jobs. If you're a grocery store stalker, like let's say you're stocking the shelves at the fucking local ShopRite, right? Let's say, right, like, should the press come in and say, like, oh, yes, you're doing such a good job today. Yes, you put the tomatoes on the shelf so brilliantly. I'm gonna write an article. No. Like, do you ever, like, have, like, protesters or whatever pose with grocery store workers? Damn, you really stocked the shelf with those Oreos. Great. That was a great job. No. So why are you gonna do that to cops? You don't get positive press for doing your fucking job. I'm sorry. Anyway. How's everyone doing today? Hello, Max. Are you okay, bud? Everyone, this is Max the dog. Hello. Hello, Max. Hello. Look at him. Can you see this motherfucker? Don't lick that. Hello. Hello. You can come. Come into the camera, Max. They want to see you, the people. The people want to see. I'm going to talk about that, Jeffrey, yeah? Give us some positive news. Positive news. I'm high and I'm petting a dog. Hello. Oh, I love him. Look at this dog. Look at him. Look at his tail. Oh. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Hello. Okay, thank you. All right, folks. What else do I got on my docket? We can do some positive news. I'm down with that. Max is feeling all the way better. He ate a bunch yesterday and this morning, so he's feeling pretty good now. I think he just like ate too much or whatever and got like a tummy ache or something. Be nice, Mike Silver. Be nice. Max, they're being mean. Be nice, user Mike Silver. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Max this morning.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
I'm glad that Michael Vanderveen uses gender-neutral pronouns. All right, folks. So, pardon my ignorance. I know nothing about this, but I saw this trending because More Perfect Union, a pretty good Twitter account and organization, decided to tweet this clip of, apparently this is like the Queen or something. I don't know. This is some like royal like person in England. They're the Queen, they're the princess. I don't really know what they are, but they're talking about unions. So let's watch.
There's so many people who are afraid to voice that they need help. And I know personally how hard it is to not just voice it, but when you voice it, to be told no. Oof. And so I went to Human Resources and I said, I need help, because in my old job there was a union and they would protect me. And I remember this conversation like it was yesterday, because they said, my heart goes out to you because I see how bad it is, but there's nothing we can do to protect you because you're not a paid employee of the institution. There's so
What? Wait, let me watch that again.
And I said, I need help, because in my old job there was a union and they would protect me. And I remember this conversation like it was yesterday.
Okay, so her old job had a union? Alright, I mean, okay, I don't know. Whatever, like, she's the Queen. I don't know, she's the Queen coming out and, like, you know, use her likeness. I don't know, whatever this person is, I don't really care. But either way, she's pro-union, baby. Let's get it. Hell yes, this is good propaganda. The Queen supports unions. That's going to be my title. The Queen supports unions. I know she's not the Queen, by the way. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm doing a bit here. But anyway, pretty good. Hell yeah. Fuck. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know who she is, though. Is she, like, actually, like, the princess or something? I have no idea, to be honest. King of the castle. I'm king in the castle. I have a chair. Fuck. Alright, let's see. Let's go some other positive news here. I'm late. Good morning. Wait, whoa. So, okay, let me get this straight. You're late to the stream, and you're gonna try to say it's a good morning? We've all been here, worried sick. What the hell? Where's Matt Strackman? Where is he? What the hell? We're all worried sick or tapping our feet. We're afraid for our lives. And now you just waltz in and say good morning. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was being awful. I've been crying. Billiard has been crying. Unfucking believable. Posting epic content on Twitter. I'm gonna need to see proof of that. This mofo was posting content on Twitter while the show was on. Can you believe that? This guy was blogging during my broadcast. Whoa. Alright, folks. Let's go. So we got some positive news here. Got some positive news here, folks. This is pretty cool. So, breaking news. This is yesterday. Supreme Court Minister Edson Fashion has annulled all charges from the Lava Jato Task Force in Curitiba against former President Lula. He is now free to run for office after being barred in 2018, which opened the door for Bolsonaro. So for those of you that don't know, there's a freak show motherfucker in charge of Brazil right now. And the only reason why that motherfucker became president was because basically he was losing in the polls like 3-1 against this guy, Lula, who's pretty cool, right? He was losing like 3-1. The guy was getting steamrolled in the polls. So what they had the brilliant idea of doing was they decided, all right, so we're going to conspire with a judge and a prosecutor in the legal system, right? And this criminal investigation organization, right? We're going to conspire to make up a bunch of fake charges against Lula. Doesn't matter if they stick. All that matters is that we make sure he can't run for president in 2018. And that's what happened. And then Bolsonaro won, and then he started like fucking killing like kids in schools. There was like, you know, he starts like, you know, like the coronavirus is a disaster. He burns down the rainforest. The guy's a total freak shows, right? The guy like is connected to a hit squad that killed a city councilwoman, right? This guy's crazy, Bolsonaro. Right? But now, Lula can come back, and maybe he'll win the election in 2022. We'll see. I don't know. But this is great news. And I don't, you know that much about Brazil, but it's pretty cool. And, again, you gotta, like, understand, the more fascist leaders there are in the world, the more, like, there's a total power structure. Right? So when you've got, like, you know, people like Lula, when you've got, like, people like Modi and Trump, and, like, you know, like, let's throw, like, you know, like, Boris Johnson in there. He's kind of a goofball, but you know, he's adjacent, right? You see, like, you know, when you start building these axes, right, they become more powerful, more emboldened, they have more opportunities, right? So it does affect everywhere when a leader, especially in Brazil, which is an extremely large country that again houses a significant portion of the Amazon rainforest. So it's extremely important stuff that we make sure that they're okay, because everyone should be okay. But yeah, Bolsonaro is fucking crazy, dude. That guy is nuts. Oh, I should tell this story, actually. Bolsonaro came to D.C. I believe in 2019. This is when he met with the CIA before he met with Donald Trump. So he came to D.C. and then immediately met with the CIA. So I was at a demonstration in D.C. There was an anti-Bolsonaro protest. And so for whatever reason, this protest was scheduled like an hour before Bolsonaro arrived, and then everyone went home. I don't know, like, you know, everyone sends a couple people. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, protests in D.C. that are, like, college groups trying to get, like, fucking photo ops or something. And then they all go home before any action happens. But anyway, so they all went home, sans, like, maybe a handful of people, including myself. And so when Bolsonaro was doing his little, like, motorcade pull-in, right, this motherfucker was, like, looking out the window, right? I rushed to the front of the crowd and gave him the double middle fingers, and then boom, eye contact. So I just want to say, I personally have interacted with the president of Brazil. Guy's a fucker. I flipped him off with the double, not the single. I was thinking, you know, I could maybe squeeze ahead and get the single in there, but nope, I decided to break through the crowd, get the double, and so I gave him the double. And that was my interaction with Bolsonaro. Got his ass. I got him, dude. Destroyed. Ugh. Did you see the videos from the other countries? CPAC, Bolsonaro's son did one for Brazil. Yeesh. That's the guy who's directly related to, like, the fucking, like, mob, right? You remember the news video from that event? It was a pretty good event. I'm probably in those photos. See if you can find me. Don't actually do that. I'm no longer sending you a compliment later today. I'm way too jealous of that story. It's a good story. It's pretty decent. I've done that to the French PM Hollande and Sergio Berlusconi years ago in Berlin. That's pretty cool. I love interacting with world leaders. I love an interaction where someone looks at me through a window. It's a great interaction. Australia has PM Morrison and Murdoch's dude. Yeah, that guy's a freak from what I know. They've got my photo. They better. You totally rock. I mean, I'm okay. I'm relatively cool. On a scale from like 12 to like 17, I'm like a solid candy cane. So, take that as you will. Alright, folks. So I've got like, Damn, what do I go into next? I've got like a greatest hits potential here. Line up. So we could talk about Mitch McConnell. That would be pretty cool. Or there's this article in the Daily Beast, right? There's an article that exists in the Daily Beast that you may or may not have heard of because it is potentially pretty interesting. But should I do that now? Should I wait a little bit? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to talk about that, Mila. I'm not sure. But I saw it. Like, I saw it when you linked it to me. Like the stream so Andrea doesn't kick off. I don't know what kick off means. I only got 29 likes? What the hell? 29 likes? What?
Unbelievable.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No good, really bad for you.
Wow. And now after that whole charade, I only have 31. So, okay, let me get this straight. I do this whole little comedy skit where I go like, what? I only got like... And then only 2 people like it. What? What? Okay. Like status, grossly underwhelming. I agree with Content Enforcement Services in the chat room. 33, that's it. I can only get half. I can only get half? Half of my viewers like the stream. I'm getting more viewers and less likes. How is that possible? The likes are going down, the viewers are going up. What is this? Is this some sort of magical sorcery? What the fuck are you people doing? Here I am, trying to do a goddamn fucking news show. Here I fucking am. I'm going out of my way. I don't need to do this. I don't need to sit here and do a fucking news show. This isn't necessary. I could be fucking playing video games. I could be fucking doing drugs. I could be eating Cheetos. Instead, what I am doing with my precious time, what I am doing with my precious motherfucking time, is I am taking my time out of the day for you people, and I've only got 35 likes. Unbelievable! It really is. It really is a problem. It really is a huge problem. Why aren't you playing? But maybe I'll just play video games instead. Maybe I'll just go do something else. Maybe I'll go do jumping jacks or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll fucking go like spin in the kitchen and then fall over and do something. You're high. It's actually 1,000 likes. Looks like 39 to me. Please do not eat Cheeto. I'm going to eat Cheeto. Do some drugs. I already did that, to be honest. Stop the count. 40 likes, folks. We got 40. Can I get 50 likes? Can I get 50? Is that possible? All right, so I'm going to do a story. Okay, so I've got like 4 or 5 stories left. Right? For every 5 likes I get, I'll continue to do them, starting at 40. So I need 5 more likes by the time I get through this one. And then maybe we can work our way up to that Jimmy Dore article in the Daily Beast. You ready? Let's do this. This shouldn't be that hard. Come on. I'm at 40. Give me 5 more. Go, 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 go. Okay. So this is really funny. This is a story from 2 days ago. 48 hours-ish ago, maybe 36. McConnell planning an escape hatch in case he leaves the Senate before his term expires. All right, let's see. When President Donald Trump lost his re-election bid in November, Senator Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, then the Senate Majority Leader, became the most powerful Republican in Washington, D.C., with the upper chamber ultimately split between 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans. Wow, the independent erasure going on. The 79-year-old McConnell, who was re-elected last year to a 7th term, will most certainly fight hard to regain the majority in 2022. But McConnell, always a tactician, is said to have created a list of successors in case he doesn't serve out his full term, which expires in January 2027. What the fuck, by the way, is with this goddamn 6-year term bullshit? 2027? You're telling me Mitch McConnell could be chilling in the Senate chamber in 2027? Alright, I know, it's just like, what the fuck? Kentucky Republicans told The Intercept that Attorney General Daniel Cameron of Kentucky, a political protege of McConnell's who receives criticism for his handling of the Breonna Taylor case, was at the top of the list. That guy's a fucking scumbucket fuckface. Other names on the list are said to include Kentucky's Secretary of State, Michael Adams, as well as Kelly Craft, the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Under Kentucky law, Democratic Governor Andy Beshear would have the power to pick McConnell's successor if he steps down from office, so McConnell is backing new legislation that would enable the state GOP to choose a replacement. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? That, I think, is the most interesting part of this story. Senate Bill 228, which The Intercept reported had been informally called the Daniel Cameron Election Bill, stop it, no, would strip the governor from independently picking a replacement and empower the executive committee of the same political party of the previously elected senator to put forward 3 potential replacements. The governor would then appoint a successor from the party-endorsed list. If the legislation happens, it would bar Beshear, who is opposed to the bill, from replacing McConnell with a Democrat. I love that. The legislation also details when the elections could proceed if there is a vacancy. State Senator Tom Buford, a Republican co-sponsor of the bill presented by the Kentucky Senate's president, Robert Strivers, told The Intercept that changes in Senate appointment had been talked about for several years. Yeah, no, we've mentioned it. We had a conversation about it, so therefore it was talked about for several years. It just seemed like we did have a change of venue of U.S. Senate that could be proper and appropriate. The political party that held the office would be the political party that replaced it until the next election cycle. That being, in this case, a Republican. Fucking, I can't read the rest of this. But anyway, it's really, really, really funny. And is Mitch McConnell planning an exit strategy? I hope. But we got to pay attention to the replacement because Mitch McConnell's got a lot of bad press. He's got a lot of bad rep in his fucking shit, right? So if he replaces him, his seat with someone else, and then that someone else maybe has slightly better rep, that would make it harder for a Democrat to win the next Senate election. So keep that in mind. Holy crap. All right. When the same guy became governor, they stripped a lot of his power before he was sworn in. Yup, that's exactly what they did. Kentucky is a Dem governor? Yup. The last guy was so bad, and he came out against, I believe, like it was a teacher strike in Kentucky. I think it was a teacher strike that the previous guy, I forget his name, like went hard against, and the teacher strike managed to organize enough people to vote for the Democrat. All right, folks, 45 likes. 45 motherfucking likes. Bevan, that's the guy. All right, folks. So like I said, there is this extremely interesting Jimmy Dore article that was written in the MSM shitlib mainstream media. And I will read that if I get 50 likes. So I need another 3 motherfucking likes on this stream before I get into that. But for now, let's get into this. You like my little segues? You like that? This, you know, so I was doing that, and then now, hell yeah. All right. So, folks, entire staff of Nevada Democratic Party quits after Democratic Socialist slate won every seat. So, do you remember the Nevada Democrats? Right? This is the same group that lied about the Bernie Bros, like throwing chairs at them. This is the same group that basically tried to destroy all the delegates in the 2016 campaign from the Bernie side. This is the same group that was like extremely, they were trying to rewrite rules of the primary so that Bernie would have less support. Goddamn, the 2016 election, the primary was incredibly corrupt. But anyway, so yeah, those same people, basically, 5 years later, they all got owned, so they're destroyed. They've been eviscerated in the battlefield of ideas, and they basically decided to quit en masse, like a bunch of children having a temper tantrum, and when they lose it like a fucking board game or something. And so let's read. Not long after Judith Whitmer won her election on Saturday to become the chair of the Nevada Democratic Party, she got an email from the party's executive director, Alana Mounts. The message from Mounts began with a note of congratulations before getting to her main point. She was quitting. So was every other employee, and so were all of the consultants, and the staff would be taking severance checks with them. Thank you very much. On March 6, a coalition of progressive candidates backed by the local chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America took over the leadership of the Nevada Democratic Party, sweeping all 5 party leadership positions in a contested election that evening. Whitmer, who had been the chair of the Clark County Democratic Party, was elected chair, period. The establishment had prepared for the loss, having recently moved 100,000 out of the party's coffers, that is dollars, folks, and into the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee's account. The DSCC will put the money toward the 2022 re-election bid of Sen. Catherine Cortez Masto, a vulnerable first-term Democrat. This is classic Hillary Clintonisms. This is classic fucking stuff. While Whitmer's opponents say they were planning to fire them anyway, Whitmer denies the claim. I've been putting in the work. Okay, yeah, to fire them. Whitmer told The Intercept for the latest episode of Deconstructed, what they just didn't expect is that we got better and better at organizing and out-organizing them at every turn. And you can read the rest of this article if you'd like. But that's basically the gist. So they knew they were going to lose, and they basically stole $500,000 from their war chest and sent it all over to some neoliberal fucking bullshit, right? And then they lost and took all the staff and all the consultants with them. They're probably like destroying like paperwork and like probably like deleting software on the computers, just being like fucking like high school level trolls. And it's extremely funny. It's extremely funny. But shout outs to the socialists that are now in the party control in Nevada. So that's pretty cool. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? No less. So I've got 48 likes, and like I said, there's this article that y'all want me to read, and I'm not going to read it unless I get 50. So I need 2 people to stop fucking around. You think this is a joke? You think, oh, look at, the streamer's doing that thing again. I need 2 people to stop fucking around and like the fucking stream. It's not that hard. Okay, 51, thank you. Alright, folks, so this article is interesting. I haven't read it yet, of course, but I know it's interesting. Let's see, did the dumb bitch, like, respond to this yet? Let me check. Okay, this is pretty good. All right, folks. Dookie shit ass. That is exactly what DSA stands. It stands for Democratic Socialists of America. I thought you opposed the filibuster. Oh my god, stop it. 52 likes, folks. 52 likes. Alright. Lenin and commies are actually destroyed proletariat. I don't understand what that means. I trolled with the like. Imagine being like, y'all are the Joe Manchin of stream likers. You wait until like the cusp. You don't like the stream at 33 likes. You don't like the stream at 41 likes. You wait until it's the very last like. Y'all are the Joe Manchin of motherfucking stream likers. Are you kidding me? We got some Joe Manchins up in this chat. Can you believe this shit? We got some motherfucking Joe ass mansions. I can't believe it. Stream at 49 likes. I hold the power. God damn, these motherfuckers. Alright. How long is this article? Yo, this is a long article. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can read this whole thing, but I like the cover photo. It's pretty funny. All right, folks. 69 viewers. Oh, I just looked and it says 68. Oh, now it says 67. All right, I can't look anymore. All right, folks. So we got a dumb fuck. Okay, these dirtbag left stars are flirting with the far right. So I am told this article is very interesting. I was told this article was extremely interesting. And so I want to read this interesting article. Their podcasts and shows are full of boogaloos, deep state conspiracies, and even great replacement talking points. Which side is it again? So, okay, I want to be very clear, full disclosure, before y'all watch this. Like, you know, in case people, when I clip this and they don't, know me, I want to be full disclosure about my positions and my beliefs. So, are all leftists fascists? No. Is Hillary Clinton a good person? No. Right? Are some leftists too comfortable with the right wing? Yes. Is that something that people should be allowed to talk about? Yes. Thank you. Those are my disclosures. So, let's read. Over the past year, as the far right trafficked in wild anti-masker and pro-Donald Trump fantasies that led to the January 6th putsch on the Capitol, some prominent members of the, quote, dirtbag left and radical left had been promoting figureheads in the Boogaloo movement, circulating deep state conspiracy theories, and bantering about great replacement talking points, one that can sometimes sound an awful lot like the fever dreams of the alt-right. So I want to be very fucking clear. I want to be extremely fucking clear, right? Because again, there's a lot of people that they might come in here and they say, who the hell is this bitch? Right? That's me. I'm the bitch. When you've got dumb fuck dullard bitches like Jimmy Dore, the Gray Zone, Nico House, the Convo Couch, right? All these somewhat relevant, but not really that relevant left-wing channels that masquerade as the far left. That means when media sees that, oh, these are people that identify as far left, that means they're going to write these articles, right? They're going to write these fucking articles about the far left. So what these people are doing, the Nico Houses, the Convo Couches, the Jimmy Dores, the Gray Zones, what these people are doing is they're making the, quote, far left look bad. They're making communism look bad. They are making anarchism look bad while being none of the above. Like, you look at people, right, like Jimmy Dore, that has the Boogaloo Boys, right, a far-right militia group that is predicated upon the idea that there will be a second civil war, and they want to be the ones that control the fiefdoms after that point, right? Jimmy Dore has those people on. That person, this Magnus guy, says he doesn't support Medicare for all. Jimmy Dore just laughs about it. All right. Jimmy Dore asks him a bunch of great questions, softball questions, right? Right. And then that same day, Jimmy Dore has a socialist union organizer, and then he yells at him and says he doesn't know how to win. Jimmy Dore is not the far left. He is not a leftist. He is a liberal who is trying to destroy left-wing groups online. That's what he's doing. That's the net effect. And when you see people like Nico House out there who believes that vaccines are going to kill you, who thinks that Donald Trump really won the election, right? The Convo Couch thinks that Donald Trump really won the election. When you see the Gray Zone going out there and talking about how China's great, y'all, right? The whole purpose of this is to make people associate the far left with dumb fuck morons. I'm only one paragraph in. But I just have to get that out there. Right, these people are not the far left. Anarchists are not fans of Jimmy Dore. Anarchists are not fans of Nico House, the Convo Couch, Richard Medhurst, Gray Zone, and all these other bizarre fucking podcasts. Okay, the Venn diagram is maybe two circles. They're thinking about getting close to each other, but they're not quite there yet. Anyway, take for instance Jimmy Dore, the populist, again, doing damage to the term populism, YouTuber, and a member of the Movement for a People's Party Advisory Council. Again, this guy's whole politics is around how do I gain power in a party that will get 0.1% of the vote. He recently courted a public relations disaster when he offered a platform to Magnus Panvidya, a member of the Boogaloo Boys, a militant group that threatened violence ahead of Biden's inauguration, emerging into the public eye last spring during right-wing anti-lockdown protests. The heavily armed Boogaloo Boys have promoted attacks against the state and government officials in retaliation for COVID safety restrictions. But Panvidya, who sports a rainbow flag in his Twitter bio, offered the movement a more palatable pro-LGBT and anti-racist face. Panvidya also has tweeted that Kyle Rittenhouse, the Trump supporter who shot 3 men, killing 2 of them during turbulent anti-racism protests over the summer, was in the right to defend himself. So, and then when asked about that later, Jimmy Dore was in another interview and someone asked him about, whoa, why'd you have that guy who supports Kyle Rittenhouse on your show? Jimmy Dore responded with, who's Kyle Rittenhouse? I don't know who that is. Jimmy Dore doesn't know who Kyle Rittenhouse is. But, okay, let's keep going. During the interview with Dore, titled Radical Michigan Anarchist Seeks Unity with the Left. Again, what did Jimmy Dore do? Now, what is the Daily Beast reporting, right? What did Jimmy Dore do? Jimmy Dore conflated anarchism, a far-left political ideology that was constantly in the news with people like Bill Barr, Mike Pompeo, Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani talking about how anarchists, far-left anarchists, was in the media for months and months and months and months and months, right? Then what Jimmy Dore is going to do is get his dumb fuck audience to think, yeah, anarchists actually are right-wingers. That are they just don't, they're not racist, they like gay people, and they also want to destroy the government and kill communists, which Magnus Panvidya talks about, and defends people that go on fascist killing sprees, right? That's fine. Those are anarchists. Being against the government is an anarchist, right? Convincing his dumb fuck audience that, oh, I guess I'm an anarchist now, right? And that's what leads to articles like this. Thinking, oh yeah, these are anarchists, misusing terms, and just muddying the waters. I think that this is, again, I think it's a big psyop, personally, but let's just skip that. Dore, who reportedly just dropped $1.9 million on a Los Angeles bungalow, has gotten populist mileage himself out of anti-lockdown sentiment, asking why small businesses closed while Amazon was allowed to remain open, which, by the way, is a good take, I will say. Saying that the WHO was cautioning against lockdowns, that's a bad take, and characterizing the lockdowns on gyms, salons, sporting goods stores as creating death, a dumb fuck take. But again, the Daily Beast is just going to pretend all of those things are the same. So the Daily Beast is using this guy's dumb fuck takes to say, like, yeah, Amazon, they're the good guys. I'm just saying. Media criticism, folks. Media criticism, okay? He also aired a protester who opposed COVID restrictions as a conspiracy and tyranny. I love that. It's so good. It's a complex ecosystem. When you map the strange areas of crossover between political fringes, again, this article, the far right, the far left, they're the same. This article is trying to promote horseshoe theory, which does not fucking exist, right? It's just a bunch of dumb fuck teenagers on the internet that are being manipulated by podcasters who are making a lot of money by muddying the waters, trying to make the far left look as bad as possible. That's literally what it is. Jimmy Dore is calling far right fucking militia boys fucking anarchists, which is a left-wing political ideology, right? You have people like Nico House that claim that they're further left than Bernie Sanders, right? This is to make the far left look bad. This is to make communism look bad, anarchism look bad in these far left ideologies, okay? These people are not communists. You don't see them talking about seizing the means of production and abolishing police. A lot of these people like police, right? So again, these people are just trying to muddy the waters. I know I'm just repeating myself here, but I'm a little high. I'm just a jag-off comedian. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, leftists pay tribute to aspects of right-wing conspiracy theories, ostensibly to coax some from the right into left-wing populism. Again, a terrible fucking group of sentences there. On the other side, some leftists genuinely seek to transcend the boundary between left and right entirely to create a populist moment that challenges what they see as elites. Again, not leftists, folks. Not leftists. They're just not. Playing footsie with the right is not a common thing on the neo-socialite left. Again, with bizarre terms. But there's a subset of this latter group, a small but influential band, who can veer into legitimizing the talking points of the extremist right. And that's the problem. That's the problem here. Is you see these groups like the gray zone, right? The gray zone. China, yeah, China's actually great. Maduro, by the way, is actually amazing. Like, oh yeah, Maduro's like a beautiful person who's done no problems, right? China's amazing. Everything that they do is great. I love Modi, right? Like, it's like these people, right? And again, the problem here is not that they take these far left positions that are actually supporting a lot of right-wing arguments, right? But they take them with no nuance, right? Like, again, you can make the claim that Maduro is better than Guaido. I personally think that that might be the case, right? I also don't live in Venezuela, so that's a foreground of my political, I don't want to speak on shit I don't know the full story about. But these people will do like, oh, Maduro's brilliant. And then you look at fucking China, they go like, yeah, there's no concentration camps, right? There's no inequality. There's no human rights abuses. There's no police brutality. Hong Kong protests are bad. Right, they're pro-America, so they're bad. You see these people do these bizarre, lack of nuanced fucking positions that just make themselves look stupid. Right, and then in turn have Daily Beast articles written about them about how stupid they are. The extremely online denizens of both movements like to hide behind a mask of irony on issues like racism, feminism, and equal rights, promoting reactionary memes and laughing that is often taken not so ironically by their followers. That's another big thing. Whether it's anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, or anti-lockdown types, those who believe in pedophile cabals or deep state conspiracist media personalities who peddle such tropes are engaging in a sordid ecosystem that draws left and right together on a false premise. Again, this is what happens when you get Jimmy Dore. And while this may be a profitable enterprise, which is the most important aspect, Jimmy Dore just bought a $2 million mansion. Right? These people are making a fuckload of cash, a fuckload, while they pretend to be independent journalists, while they pretend to be, oh, I'm just a little guy. I have had people tell me, a YouTuber, me, with 8,000 subscribers, was punching down because I made a video about Jimmy Dore, who's got 800-something thousand subscribers, right? I was told I was punching down on someone with like 100 times the viewer base that I have, right? So I'm just saying, right? They are doing a lot of damage, and then you've got these dumb fucks like the Daily Beast who don't understand anything, confusing all these terms and making everything significantly worse. This is a problem, folks. This is a problem. So I don't know if I want to read the whole thing. I think I got most of my opinions out. But again, they have like a lot of people that are good and they have a lot of people that are bad on here, and they're just kind of like mixing a lot of people. You know, a lot of people that are, you know, I don't know. None of these people, in my opinion, are really good, but not terrible. I don't know. Like they mix like a huge fucking amalgamation of cringe to make the left look bad, and that's the big problem here. And to say, and you can, yes, just say the Daily Beast is shit, right? But that's not a complete analysis. If you are like someone that thinks that Jimmy Dore or Nico Haas are brilliant orators that are like speaking for a generation, you're part of the problem. You're why the Daily Beast is making fun of left-wingers, because you're a fucking moron. So, I don't know. That's my opinion on that. That's all I have to say. I want to say thank you to Mateo for $20 super chat. Infrared is rising. That's another show, Rising. That one's a fucking shit fuck show. Look at the article author. Oh, I know. Like the people that write these articles are dumb as well. It's like that's the problem. It would be like if you were to hire me to write in a mainstream media article about how great like fucking Fortnite is or something, right? I know nothing about Fortnite. So it would be like if I were to like ask my Zoomer brother, hey, can you tell me something about Fortnite? And then I write an article based on it. Like, you know, like that's what I'm trying to understand here. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Let me scroll up. Yeah, whatever. Are I a Zoomer? No, I'm a millennial. The millennials cutoff is 96, and Zoomers are 97. I'm 96, bitch. I'm on your team. I'm on your fucking team. Think about it. I play PlayStation 1 games, right? Think about it. I've never played Fortnite. I don't have a TikTok. I didn't have a cell phone until like 5 years ago. Think about it, folks. I am not a Zoomer. I'm not. I'm just not. I didn't have internet until I was 12. I'm not a Zoomer. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do? I look like a Zoomer and act like a boomer. That's correct. That's correct, folks. Yo, those hurt my eyes. You are 2 years younger than my eldest daughter? Fucking eldest. God, that's only someone that lives in Europe would say the word eldest. Fucking eldest! Yo, Bodan and everyone else, I'm gonna do a Doom stream today. I may complete the entirety of Scythe 2. I think I can complete Scythe 2 in like, what, 4 hours? Should I do it on fast? I'll do it on fast. Yeah, Scythe 2 fast. What do you lot say? Oldest? Yeah, we say oldest. You will not. I will complete fast on Scythe 2. When? I've already done Scythe 1 relatively recently. Bodan. I'm an American. I'll use my credit card. My president's a cowboy. Every British parody of America? That's pretty funny. When? I mean, maybe not that late. It depends. I might have stuff to do today. I'm not sure. I will probably do it relatively soon because I want to do it when I'm high out of my asshole, which I am right now. So I'm a millennial too. I'm from 1988. Damn! That's one hell of a millennial. Gasoline up to $3 a gallon? Jesus. I don't drive, so I don't have close attention to that. Are you the only Gen Z here? You might be, Billiard. Fucking Bob. I'm early Gen X. What are you, Gen X? Like, what is that? Like, are you just trying to sound like you're cool? You can't say you're a millennial? No, I'm Gen X, bro. Like, you know, like Mega Man X? Like, pew pew, look at my buster. Look at me. I'm a cool robot. Like, what is that? What are you doing? Like Chemical X, you know, like the Powerpuff Girls, you know what I'm saying? What is that? Why are you doing that? It's so bizarre. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really high. Jesus. Oh, you're on the boomer cutoff. Right, that's right. I forgot. You're on the boomer cutoff. Damn, this motherfucker's on the cutoff of being a boomer. I'm a fucking boomer, but in good order. You can see. That's true. You're one of the good ones. Oh, jo. Y'all motherfuckers are too old, man. Like, seriously, not like, no offense, but like, I need to get more younger viewers. I've been a streamer for a while, and typically my audience is always older than me for whatever reason. I don't know if it's the video games I play or like why is a political show being viewed by like fucking so many 50-year-olds? Like, why are there boomers watching my stream right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, you were lucid in the year 1979. Like, why are you in my stream right now? Like, what the fuck? Younger people are on TikTok. Fucking hell. Hold up. Look at me. I'm on TikTok. I'm a Zoomer. Woo! Look at me. I'm on TikTok. LMAO. Raffle. I'm not a fucking TikToker. Fuck that shit. I'm listening because you have my politics. Hell yeah. We need to get your perspective. Oh shit, am I the representative of 24 years? I'm gonna be 25 in like 2 months, dude. Hell yeah, Circle of Chains. Reminder, I'll be doing a Doom stream later today. And by later today, I mean maybe at like 1 or something. No, I should eat lunch. Maybe like 1:30. I'm old enough to be your mom. I'm in your stream because you're cool and bright. Thank you. I'm very bright. I'm not that old. I'm only 32. I love how you wrote that twice. Bodan says, I'm not that old. I'm only 32. I read it twice because you wrote it twice. Oh yeah, Jeffrey? You want to call into the show? What are our disagreements? You want to call into the show? I challenge you to a motherfucking debate, bitch. We don't exactly have the same politics. Alright. Okay, come at me. Let's go. I'm waiting. I'm in the voice channel. I'm waiting. Get in here. I'm waiting. Come on, Jeffrey. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm pumped up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get in. Get in. What are you, a coward? I'm in your stream because you're funny as fuck. I know. I agree. Let's go. Come on, Jeff. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let's go. What are you doing, buddy? I'm 40 but really immature. That's awesome. Where are you? This motherfucker says we don't exactly have the same What does that mean? What does that mean, folks? I'm trying to understand what it means. And I'm getting snubbed. I'm getting ignored. This is unbelievable. I'm just here for the T&A. Fuck politics. There you go. Uh-oh, Eminent Prophet's here. Hello?
Hello, hey, how you doing?
Alright.
What call out? Like, I was just saying.
No. You called me out. You attacked me.
Okay.
You disgraced my good name. And I want to know for what reason. That's what I want to know.
I mean, obviously, we need to have drama. Otherwise we won't get clicks and we won't get views, right? That's how this works. You got to get beef.
Right. So what's your beef? You said we don't have the same politics. Are you a shit lib?
No, of course not. I just kind of like. I guess if there is a difference, I kind of just like don't. I mean, I have friends and like have people that I associate with that call themselves anarchists. I just don't call myself that. At least not on the front end, if you know what I mean.
You know, we're on stream. You're giving away the ghost here. We're on stream. You can't tell people that you're a secret anarchist. That's going to leak.
No, I guess what I mean to say, like the theory that I see, and I think there actually might be an agreement in like the theory and approach. It's just it's almost like more like optics, I suppose.
Optics.
I don't lead with anarchists. I don't call myself an anarchist. I really kind of don't.
So what you're saying is you're a shit lib.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
Or are you a rad lib? Are you a rad lib?
Exactly. That's
okay.
What it is. I don't really like define this like the what I do with any kind of specificity.
Right.
I don't know. That doesn't seem important to me that much, but I don't know. But like there are times on stream when you've disagreed with me. I can't think of one in particular right now.
You got to think of one. What do you mean? I've disagreed with you, or have you disagreed with me? Like, who's the one who owns the because I didn't know that I disagreed with you, so I would say that you disagreed with me.
In the chat, like it was like either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember specifically what it was though.
Right, you can't remember. That's convenient.
Yeah, convenient. I know. So I'm owned. I lose. I got to log off. But
yes.
I guess. So anyway, I did want to ask you something though in particular.
Okay.
Do you think that the stuff that's going on in Nevada, like specifically with the takeover of the Democratic Party, do you think that's like a model that could be like something that other places use? Do you think like the Democratic Party is like a necessary part of any kind of like lefty-ish, like in a broad sense, takeover?
Well, I think. Well, what I think on is, I think personally, both parties are the same. I think they're the exact same, and there's no difference. No, yes, I think it's a good strategy. I think that it should be replicated everywhere because a lot of these races don't have that many voters, and so like all you need is like a well-organized group of people, and you can just probably win anything.
Yeah. And like people would call me a shitlib. They might call me a shitlib for this right now. Actually,
you are. I mean, you're a self-admitted neoliberal shill. You're a sellout.
Oh, that's right. But like I do sit on like I actually am elected to the like local Democratic Party and the state Democratic Party, and I've kind of got eyes on a very.
Oh, you're elected?
Huh? So when I say elected, I mean like I registered with the Secretary of State like for the election, and nobody ran against me where I'm at locally, and I just got on both of those party like committees and shit like that.
Really? Why haven't you told me that?
I mean, I guess it just never came up.
Wow, that's really funny. Holy shit.
Yeah, and like I can't imagine that not being the case in certain places.
Yo. We're gonna have to do a study session later. We're gonna have to figure something out because so you ran for something, and
correct.
No one else ran. What would have happened if no one ran?
Then the seat just goes unfilled. Like they have these things. They have like the state committee in Louisiana, which is like it's called the Central Committee, and then
so you're on the Central Committee?
Yeah, I'm on the Central Committee of the Democratic Party in Louisiana.
Wow, that's incredible. What does that even entail? That's so interesting.
It's like 4 meetings a year, and like you do like fucking endorsements and a bunch of bullshit. They have like a smaller subgroup called the Central, like the Executive Committee rather, which kind of is what calls all the shots. And I know like one guy that's there, like that's on there, but like for the most part they just do awful, horrible, terrible things. But like the goal that I see, or at least the approach that I see that can happen, is just getting people elected into these positions, many of which, like I said before, are uncontested. Now the problem is, I find most of the people, like most of the DSA chapters and stuff like that, who are the people that would be a potential organizing base for something like this, are concentrated in cities. And unfortunately, in cities, like that's where these things are most contested. They're most
That's
contested.
so funny.
Party powers at.
That is so interesting. Damn. All right, folks, you heard it here first.
Maybe we can do like actually I can for tomorrow's episode we're gonna have I'm gonna be talking with somebody who does have some experience with the Nevada Democratic Party. So on Good Morning Comrade at 8 o'clock we're gonna be talking with somebody about
8
that.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock 9 o'clock Eastern time. Is that what you call it over there?
That's what we do call it.
And who cares about the other times? I believe in Central Time supremacy. I believe I mentioned earlier.
Right? Is that the disagreement that we have politically?
That's the biggest disagreement that we have, and I will fight you online. I will smear you. I will destroy you personally and professionally.
Oh, I can't do one without the other because they're both intertwined for me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you ever do want to like have just kind of a talkie sesh over it, we should definitely do that.
Hell yeah! All right, folks. I'm going to kick you because this started off as a goof segment, and then you gave me interesting information. So that's how it goes.
Sorry, I ruined your goof segment. And
it's good. No, I can maybe edit it if I want. Anyway, I'm kicking you. Do you have any last words?
Watch Good Morning Comrade on YouTube. Good Morning Comrade, the channel, and I'll plug it in. I'll plug it in Discord.
There you go. All right. And they're gone. See ya. All right. Anyway, that filled like what, 10, 20 minutes? There you go. Does anyone else want to hop on? You can join the Discord voice channel. If anyone else wants to hop on. Anybody? Email? Fucking email. Imagine emailing at a time like this. Utilizing email services. Alright, folks. I'm probably gonna head out. I don't do Discord. Why is Jamie Peck gone from Murr? I believe she's got her own podcast that she wants to focus on. And, doesn't want to be on the Majority Report. Because of time constraints? I don't know. The chat yesterday, Bob, what was your opinion on the chat room in the Majority Report yesterday? I usually don't watch live, but I was like, I'm going to watch live because it might be extremely entertaining. What the hell was going on there? God damn. I'm rude? I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I don't remember what I said. I wish I remembered what I said. I'm really high right now, so I don't... I have no idea what it was said that was rude, but I apologize. What happened? It was just extremely entertaining. I can't give many more details unless people give me money on PayPal, Cash App, or, folks, or, there's the third option, patreon.com. The links can be found, folks, right there, because I just posted them. Again, I will be doing a Doom stream later today. I really kind of feel like playing Doom, so I'm going to be doing that. And probably maybe around 1:30. I'm not sure. At some point. Oh, I know, Bob. I know. I understand. It was just really entertaining. I'm not, no criticism. It was just entertaining to read. But yeah, so if you want to hop in and listen to me ramble about bullshit, do call-ins during the Doom stream. I don't think I am capable of doing that. Just on an emotional level. I don't think I'm capable on an emotional level of doing something like that. That's despicable as far as I'm concerned. I would never mix call-ins. I would never mix call-ins with Doom. Can't do it. Sorry. Can't do it. It's just not possible. Why? I just can't. I just can't do it. It's like mixing oil and vinegar. You can't do it. They can be really close together, but they can't mix. You know what I mean? They could be grouped up a little bit in like little, segments, but you can't mix them. Just can't do it. Just can't fucking do it. Anyway, speaking of things you can't do, continue to watch this stream because it's over. Woo! That's really funny. See, I'm really funny. Holy shit, it's gone. I just turned it off. Yo, I love oil and vinegar. Like, usually that's what I use. Whenever I combine oil and vinegar, personally, this is the outcome.
They're coming all over the place. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it, and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick, because it's got force.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
The truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was. The truth.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
And he's like this, and we will, I need water, help me, I need water, help.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace.